Already done that thing you do where you peel off all of your
Yeah,
thing.
I already peeled off the label.
I remember going to get bevs with you and you doing that when we would be at the bar.
I do that all the
You'd
time.
be very fidgety and you just like rip off the label
They
of
say
the
that's
beers.
supposed to be like a
Go on.
sexual frustration.
People are always
But people
connecting
say
like
that
to
about
sex.
everything.
Like, you know, Freud wanted to bang his mom and that's why he protected all that
Oh,
stuff.
jeez Louise. Well, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to bang your mother?
God, no.
Oh.
You know, my mom
Me
might hear
neither.
this. I
don't want to bang your mom either.
No. I mean, well,
Am
you
I
can if you... I mean...
That pause.
Jeez Louise. I don't want to be rude, like if you're attracted to my mother and you want, but please
cut
don't.
this out.
Okay. Well, oh, look at that fidgety booze.
Because you're fidgety and that's booze. There's that sloppy booze because I'm sloppy
glob.
and this is booze.
It got on my toe.
Mm-hmm.
So
It got on
welcome
my
to One Foot on the Ground.
Yeah, this is Johnny.
And this is Ashley.
And I am.
And there's beer.
Dang it.
Should I drink from the bottle? Or
If-
put it in my cup?
When?
I don't think it
How
really
long
matters.
did you have for this decision?
A long time. I kept thinking I was going to put it in my cup, and then I was like, well, maybe it's more logical.
Where's your cup? Oh man, I opened my beer too soon. I didn't realize I had this much
Oh,
left.
shoot. Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh.
oh,
Do
it's-
that.
It's too late now.
For what?
Yeah, you can't hear it now.
Well, you have to tilt harder. Tilt harder.
Oh, my. I don't want to tilt harder.
Too much head?
That's
Your
never
mom's
been a
gonna hear
problem
this.
with me. Oh, yeah. I think my mom shouldn't listen to that. So, she's not going to listen to it.
Your mom listens to One Foot?
No, not
Okay.
at all. I don't think
Because
anybody...
you do talk a lot
about schlongs,
of schlongs? Never.
penis,
No.
dick.
Wearing her wedding dress.
Oh, yeah. Well, for sure. This is Burlesque from, what was it, 2010?
2010. Mm-hmm.
2010.
Yeah, November 24th, 2010.
Oh, yeah, it was Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It said on the poster, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's one of those,
Yeah,
those
Christina,
famous
Thanksgiving.
movies. Every year we gather around, we fill up on turkey.
Ooh, excuse me.
No, I won't ever. Uh-oh. Is there a little scrape on the disc?
No, it does
Well-
it sometimes when I release it from Paul's.
Ooh.
Oh, that was weird. It did a little slow-mo.
A little tracking bit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we're back, and Christina has received a gift, and she is shocked, and she emphasizes that shock all over her face to her peers.
Oh, absolutely.
As she turns
About
and
these
shows
shoes.
her custom-made Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton?
I don't know. Everybody says
He's
it
got like a
differently.
baton.
He does. He has a baton. And he's like...
Yeah.
Look at Stanley Tucci's mussies.
Like
Muscles.
his muscles?
Like, this is my thing. Everybody keeps saying that I'm too old to get a body like that. And I'm like, fuck you. There's old men with bodies like this all over the place. Now, whether or not they've had good physiques their whole lives. Because I haven't. I've never had a physique like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this was fun that they started this in the dressing room and then kind of like...
And transitioned
it out onto the stage.
Mm-hmm.
The director talked about it extensively.
Ooh, go on.
But it's a good transition. It's pretty good. It's the only number in the movie that does that. Just so you know.
What a fun fact.
What a fun, boring fact.
Well, I mean, I love that they come out through
This is Express. I thought it was later in the movie.
Mirrors.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course, the mirrors.
Yeah.
Girl.
This is also very
That
Chicago.
guy is...
Where they...
Mirrors,
the
mirrors,
wrist
mirrors.
twist
Well,
and
it's
the
actually
snap.
very
Cabaret?
cabaret.
Yes.
In fact, this is a
it's-
lot like mine
It's
hair.
very much like a lot of everything else.
In fact, yeah, this is... all of this is a rip-off of something else.
Yeah, every little
Except
bit of it.
fun. A fun rip-off.
Yeah.
In fact, it doesn't have an original plot. It doesn't have an original...
This is the most Christina song in the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, she loved this song.
Yeah, I bet.
She wrote it. Mm-hmm. Because she does that.
She does do that.
Now, her boobs...
Talk to me about Christina's boobs.
Let's talk about her boobs real quick.
Let's get into them.
I feel like they are different sizes throughout this whole movie.
Well, I think that also is wildly dependent on whether she's wearing a push-up bra or lingerie.
No. Because earlier she was in that T-shirt with it hanging off the shoulder, and she did not have a bra on at all. And
because you saw nip when she was closing the door.
Those were big old boobies. Those were like big old boobies. But then, like in this burlesque scene with the little outfit, it doesn't look like she has much breasts at all. Are they just pushed down?
Maybe it's a maybe it's a Shakespeare in Love situation.
Oh, she taped them up so that she looked more like
or
a boy?
Boys Don't Cry.
No, there you go.
I think it might just be the way they're being held. They're like being
but
they're
you
separated.
see what I'm saying, right? Like they don't look as big as they did earlier.
Yeah, John, now that you've pointed it out, Christina's boobs look smaller here.
It looked like she was jerking it a little bit there. I know it was dice being thrown, but it looked like
same thing.
Stroking a dick and flopping out the sperm. Which is seriously
Love
disgusting.
that you just finished the
I
statement.
I tossed it right out into the audience.
Yeah, no, I think they're just pressed down because she has big boobs, but they're also pressed in this. But you see that there's a lot of side boob.
Yeah, where's your side boob in those other outfits?
They're just being pushed down, and the side boob's being covered up in the other outfit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like something's weird with her boobs. Like
maybe she's not worried about her boobs.
She's probably not.
And her big hair is instead the focus.
Maybe it's the offset of the hair making me...
Maybe as her hair grows, her boobs look smaller.
That's like SJP hair. That's one of my favorite things about the Sex and the City movie DVD... No, Blu-ray.
Every time you say SJP, you mean Sarah Jessica Parker, right? Okay.
Because on the cover...
Not everyone who listens to this is a gay man.
Oh, sorry, guys. Or girls.
And girls. It's not one or the... I hope there's more than one person.
Well, okay, fine. Sexes of all kinds, including cats.
Especially cats.
Cats are listening. My cat's eavesdropping like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So, what was I saying? Oh, SJP. So she has the cover of the extended version of the movie. Her hair is so fucking huge on that cover. Like the other women in the movie are in the background, like teeny weeny,
yeah,
and then
they're like,
her hair.
Her hair got second billing.
It did. Look, I'll show you. I have it. No.
Show it to me.
It's like
to be fair, this song is a lot of fun. Like, I can't. It's a lot of hair.
I told you.
So much hair. It was more than I was expecting.
I told you. It's like all SJP hair.
Yeah.
And, oh, by the way, there's other people.
I thought it was going to be like much more of a close-up shot.
No. Her hair's bigger than the other girls combined. Anyway, so that's just a fun fact for another day that we revealed today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll reveal it again.
This is a
Don't
good
worry.
song. I like this song.
It is a good song.
I thought this was... Oh, you did... What's the song that you don't like?
The song I don't like?
I thought that was the song. I'm
No.
so confused.
No,
See, two of the
right.
songs that sound exactly the same to me.
So all right, so there's a
final
that
notice.
scene where she was like, "Oh, you know, we have success," and there's Christina. She puts down the newspaper, picks up her final notice, and places it over it, and then crumbles it. See, like it's motions like that where you're like, didn't feel organic.
Well, that was inserted. It probably wasn't even Cher's hands. That was an insert
You
shot.
know, there are a set of hands that don't look dainty.
Oh, that was another thing. At the opening, I forgot to tell you this. Mm-hmm. So the scene where she does Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and all the girls put their hands up in the air, and she does the same thing, like when she puts her head back and throws her arms up. Those are not her arms. They're digital. She did not throw her arms up in the air. And the director was like, that looks weird that she didn't throw her hands up. So they digitally added hands going up in the air because it didn't look right.
That is the best fact. That is the best. I can't believe you told me about the buildings real time, but you didn't tell me about the arms.
I forgot.
They were like, you look weird here. We're going to add some arms.
Well, okay. And I also like to say the cabaret similarities to this, right? So the cabaret that I speak of is not necessarily the one that Bob Fosse did on stage or the version that was in the film with Liza Minnelli. Mm-hmm. It's the version that was revived and Alan Cumming started.
Alan Cummings.
The Broadway revival. And it looks just like that version. Like if you ever had gone to the theater was set up to look like this, like it was a cabaret.
Yeah.
And you would come in and the show would happen around you, kind of. Like it was, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why I thought it was funny that Alan Cumming was in it, and then he ends up on the stage doing a scene that looks just like it's from Cabaret.
It probably was.
It probably was, yeah. He's just like, hey, do you remember that scene you did in Cabaret? Could you just do it?
Just do something you know.
Do something you know.
Do something you already know.
Do with what you know. I also know that when
Cher's belt buckle.
It's
just diamonds.
Cash
that in
that's
and pay your rent.
One of my fun facts that I haven't told you about. Most of Cher's outfits in this movie
they're hers.
Are her own.
Yeah.
And most of them were designed by Bob Fosse. Or not Bob Fosse.
No.
Bob Mackie. Duh. Different man.
Yes. I did know that. All of her flashy stuff, not her, like, plain wear.
Well,
not that she's ever in plain
Well, he
clothing.
might have done that.
I'm pretty sure it was
belt.
everything that wasn't plain wear. Or they were like, Cher, could you dress down for a moment, please?
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't have Bob Mackie in my trunk.
Like Audrey Hepburn with the Givenchy.
Givenchy, yeah.
Givenchy.
I cannot say the first name, though. They say it so many times.
Lumiere.
What did I just watch with her?
Beyonce.
Oh, no, I listened to a podcast that you sent me.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I listened to another one later. It was a spin-off from that. Like, they mentioned it in their podcast. It was Mobituary.
Oh, okay.
I listened to his Audrey Hepburn episode, which was very good. And they kept saying Givenchy's first name, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to ever say that name. I'm sorry. I'm not that French.
Whenever I think of people trying to do French, I think of Kimmy Schmidt and like
Beyonce.
Lumiere.
So now we're at the song that I get to talk about extensively here. So first of all, this little scene of them exchanging this was an insert shot again.
Of course.
That he filmed in like
the only thing you
hour.
got from the commentary.
The only thing I got from the commentary were all the insert shots that he had to do later. Because originally it was just going to be her performing the song on the stage, but then he was like, well, why don't we put this transition?
Oh my goodness.
Because it would make more
like
sense.
In She's All That, where there's the dance number and then there's like Usher as the DJ, which definitely looks like an insert shot to explain why the whole entire class knows how to do the dance.
So the thing about this song, and I wrote down the notes because I wanted to get this right. So
get it right or pay
the director hated this song. Hated it. She used the word hate. There were other songs written by other people, that had worked on the movie.
Diane Warren hated this song?
No, the director.
You said she, so I was like, maybe he's talking about Diane.
The song was written by Diane Warren.
Okay.
She loved the song. She wrote it.
All right, my bad.
The director hated the song.
Okay.
I was like, no, I don't want the song on my movie.
Anton.
Yes, and she kept going back and forth with him about this. Now, this is without Cher's input. This is just her writing a song for the movie.
Right.
And he's like, no, I don't like this. So other people wrote songs for this scene, but they just weren't right. Diane finally gave up. She never does that. She made a point to say that she never gives up usually, but she was like, I can't with this guy. I'm just going to have to give up. And then she had a business dinner that she didn't want to go to, but she ended up going.
And business.
Yeah. And she's like, I guess I got to go. And then she bumped into Cher's best friend, which her name is Lori Rodkin.
Okay.
And
solid name.
Yeah. I wrote it down. But she bumped into her and was like, hey, I she was with her friends or whatever. She's like, I got this song for Cher for this movie, but the director doesn't like it. But she's got to hear this song. She's got to. This is a good song. And of course, the girl was like, Diane Warren had her iPod and headphones and everything.
Of course.
I was like, here, let's do it right now. And she's like, oh God, Do I really have to? Which is
Doesn't anybody want to talk to me
funny
about
LA,
me?
funny LA
Cher?
story. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows everybody. And like, oh, there's Diane Warren with her damn iPod again. Like, which I kind of fucking love. Like, can you imagine if Diane Warren came up to you with an iPod full of her songs? Like, oh, yes, please. Give me those headphones. Anyway, but, so she had her listen to it, and her friend was like, "Oh yeah, like what the fuck? This has to be the song."
Yeah.
And so she's like, "You know what? I'm going to get this to Cher for sure, and she's going to hear it." And she's like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Just make me a CD."
She's giving her the iPod and the headphones, and then she's like, "Oh, it wouldn't be a bother, would it? You don't want to do that, do you? Oh, just take it anyway. Oh no, I shouldn't. I couldn't."
She burned her a CD.
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah, she just had it, and she was like,
and she said,
"I promise
I'll get it to her." So then, like a couple weeks later, she got a text from Cher. Oh no! She texted the best friend text Cher that day, like while she was in front of Diane Warren. And
yeah,
she's like,
they're best friends. Of course, they're
she's
texting.
like, "Oh my God, Diane Warren has the song. You have to hear the song. It's amazing." And she's like, I wrote this down specifically. Cher said, Is this another one of her old fucking songs? You know, because they're friends too.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Tell her it's a new fucking song." So she made her a CD. She got it to her, and Cher loved it. And then, you know, she got a text a couple weeks later, like, "Okay, we got to get this thing." So she recorded the song. And then when she, there was a thing she told that night. She told Lori, she's like, "If I win anything for this, I'm going to thank you first." And then she, of course, won the Golden Globe for this song.
Yes.
And
that's
she
the only award
thanked
they
her
won.
first. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm doing this. I'm doing what I said I would do because you did what you said you would do.
Mm-hmm.
So she thanked her first. Anyway, so then they did the song or whatever, and the director still wanted to cut it out. He did not want the song in the movie, and he said, "I'm going to cut it for the test audience and see if it works without the song." And Cher said, "If you cut this song in the test for the test audience, I'm not going to do any of the press for this movie, so you can have a good time with Christina Aguilera, because I'm not going to do it." And he's like, "Fine, I'll test
Christina
it."
Aguilera was still kind of big at the time.
Yeah, but you're not going to do
never
press
be
for
as
this
big
fucking
as
movie.
Cher. Yeah.
Like, no, sorry. And so he's like, "God damn it." So he tested it with the song, and of course everybody loved the song.
Yeah.
And of course it had to stay in the movie. And then it won the fucking Golden Globe. Fucking twat.
I could be wrong. It's the only award they won.
Yeah, they were nominated for Best Golden Globe for Best Musical or Comedy, which was kind of like a... and they
was hardly either.
They said the only reason that happened was because Cher sent the... I wrote it down, I think. Maybe I didn't write it down.
Did Cher something in for
no, because she was doing a Las Vegas show at the same time that she was filming this, and for the consideration of the thing, she sent like the committee or whatever, the voting committee, to the Vegas show for free.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, here, come and watch my show," or whatever. So I think that's the only reason they got the nomination for Best Musical Comedy Picture, which I don't think they won, but
no, they definitely.
But it did win for Best Song. It did not win the Academy Award. Diane Warren still has, to this day, has not won an Academy Award.
They didn't get nominated for an Academy Award.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But Diane Warren still hasn't got her goddamn Academy Award, and I kind of find that incredible. She's been nominated an astronomical amount of times and has never won.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, it'll come.
She'll get one eventually.
Yeah.
She keeps saying, because, you know, like there's an EGOT. She has all but the Oscar. So she called it her...
like her white whale?
No, she had a different acronym or initialism for it because she's won all the other ones. Yeah, she had a different name for it.
The T. She just doesn't have the O.
She's like, "Well, I have all the other ones, so I'll just call it this instead."
Yeah.
But she should get a goddamn Academy. Come on, people. I have one of those tiles in the background. I just noticed that.
From this
literally.
movie. That
literally,
like
I have one of
item.
those tiles.
Yeah.
It was, it's probably mass produced, obviously.
Yes, I would
But
assume.
I have one of those. It was on a Rio Bravo wall, and I took it off and took it home.
Right on.
I use it as a coaster somewhere.
you.
It's somewhere, sitting here somewhere.
It's right there.
Is it really?
No. But nobody listening knows that.
No, yeah, it's right here. Cling, cling, cling. Oh yeah, that's Ashley tapping on it with her fingernail. Not really. Whatever. Who cares? So they're arguing, Christina and the hot guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. Guyliner is fighting with Christina.
Well, he's mad at Christina because he's upset that she's not sleeping with him and she is instead boning down
he's a man.
With with somebody else who's making his love for her known. He's like sending her a lot of gifts. He's taking her out. She comes home late. Louis Vuitton. Yeah. So this guy who is engaged to another person who has made it very clear that he doesn't want to be together because he has Natalie or whoever.
Natalie Imbruglia? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so he is now projecting his frustrations onto her because she is now unavailable.
Now they're all at the pregnant girl's wedding. She did get engaged to the guy that got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm. And we are very happy for her.
Yeah, we're happy for her. That's fine. But if not, it would have been fine too.
It would have been fine too, but that was like something that she was in
I always
fear
forget
of.
about this scene for some reason. Like it always just escapes me that they
very
go to
beautiful
a
wedding.
It is very old.
Yeah. It's
Another thing is like how broke is this bitch and how much did this wedding cost?
Right? Cause the whole
this is a girl
production's
dancing
going
at the
under.
Burlesque club.
Yeah.
Which is going under. And nobody has no goddamn money. Now that DJ is hot.
Yeah, he's the guy from oh goodness, what was he in? He's in a lot of stuff.
Oh, he's fucking sexy as hell.
He plays like a dopey dude, always.
He ends up sleeping with Stanley Tucci.
Yes. I like
and,
that.
And he shows up at his door without a shirt on, and I think it's hot. He's not like super built or muscular. He's just, oh god, it's so sexy. Oh, I can't stand it. Ooh, ooh.
About a Boy.
I'm having hot flashes.
He's in the TV show About a Boy, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
And probably like the girl next door.
He's very, very tall, and I have a fun fact about that later.
Who's that? No, who's that girl? Whatever. Doesn't
Who's
matter.
that girl? Yeah, he was in that. No. He was an infant. Somewhere in the background.
How old do you think that man is? He's definitely like 40.
That man? The
yes.
DJ?
Yes.
Do you think? Really?
Yes.
I think you should look it up.
I'm gonna because I'm right.
I've done this
Otherwise,
a lot
I
with
wouldn't
people
look
lately,
it up.
and I'm always right. That's like, God, what were we watching? And Alan Cumming, how did this director get everybody for the wedding scene?
He must have rented
everybody's
that thing
there
for a good while.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
and Guyliner's drunk because
he's upset because he wants to fuck Christina,
but he can't.
Oh, and his girlfriend sort of broke up with him over the phone at this wedding.
Yeah, well,
he was on the phone
because
pacing.
he was being very
Dicky.
Yeah.
Dicky McDixons.
Yeah, because
he's being very Scrooge McDick.
He only wants what he can't have.
Of course. He doesn't want his beautiful fiancée. He wants Christina Aguilera.
His fiancée looks so familiar. Is she the
She's
girl
on
from Glee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The director mentioned that.
She's like in there for like a second. She comes
very
in,
good,
she yells
though.
at him, and like
Good scene.
leaves.
Good acting. Good acting.
That's all right.
He had to have a, he called it an earwig.
Like the bugs that go into your ears?
That's what I thought. I was like, isn't that a bug? But apparently it's like a little hearing aid type thing, so he could hear the music.
Oh,
because
okay.
he needed to react to it or whatever. And he's like, I need to actually hear what's going on. So because you can't have the music playing in the scene.
Right.
They have to add it later.
It'll mess with all the sound.
It'll mess with the sound. So he had to have little, like a speaker in his ear so he could hear it.
Right on.
Yeah.
See, I don't like him here. When he's drunk and coming on to Christina,
and that would be a big
you.
red flag for me, wouldn't it? I guess actually,
Yes.
Now that I think about it, I shouldn't say that too much because anybody that's been around me drunk should probably have been warned and not dated me.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not that great when I'm drunk.
You you dance
too
a lot.
Drunk. Too drunk.
Oh,
I guess. Oh my God. The visual I just saw was so graphic. Ashley just did an image of S and the D, man, and she was tickling those testes.
I just thought that's what you did. Right? If you're,
I guess, friendly.
It's
I don't
not
think
required.
anybody's ever done that to me.
Oh my. Too big, huh?
Oh my. That's a different podcast.
What a fun podcast that would be.
Well, a podcast about John's penis.
Oh, I was gonna say.
It would be narrated by my penis.
I had such a good title. Narrated by your penis.
Hey guys.
It's just like,
I'm John's penis. What are you guys up to?
why does your penis sound like a really old man?
I don't know.
Like, your penis sounds like it has a walker.
He does. He finds it very hard to walk around. Very hard.
John, that is that's enough.
Is that enough?
In any case, now he's drunk
This guy's
and he's prancing around.
without his clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's about
got
to take them all
boxers
off.
on,
No, he's
but
got like
he's gonna-
pajamas.
Something. He's got something.
But he's about to show up without anything.
And he's like, I got my room back. And I hate you.
The director
also, I
talked
want you
about
to
this
sleep with
like a
me.
nerd. He was like, and we
Well, of
strategically
course.
had to have the lamp in front of his penis. And I was like, dude,
You
everybody
mean like
knows.
Starship Troopers?
This is the thing. Everybody knows how a movie is made. I don't understand why you were talking about the most boring aspects of making
It
a
was
movie.
his first movie.
You need to talk about what it looked like when the box of cookies wasn't in front of. He even talked about the box of cookies and how they decided on the box of cookies. And
they
guess what?
decided on Famous
The
Amos?
story was boring. It was just a box of cookies in the cupboard. And he's like, well, that's about the right size. Let's do that one. That's your
it?
story, dude?
That's it.
I was like, I thought you were going to say something about, like, they nicknamed his penis Famous Amos or something.
The story of, what's his name?
Revere?
No, Paul Revere. The story of Paul Revere. Yeah, a little
Do you
horsey
guys
and a
know the
quart
story of Paul
beer.
Revere? It's a very old tale.
I was instead quoting the Beastie Boys. Man, how little horsey like Paul Revere. Just me and my horsey and a quart of beer.
I like it.
From License to Ill.
License to Ill.
Yeah, that's the Beastie Boys
Oh,
album.
God, now they're going to have one of those.
Paul Verhoeven.
Oh, we're so
Paul Verhoeven, the guy who directed Starship Troopers and RoboCop. How he always has nude scenes. Those nude stories were more fun.
Oh, yeah. than
Even
this
though he still didn't show penis, which is the most disappointing part.
one. I know, he
Where
needs
he's
to.
like,
That's fucking dumb.
like full nudity, like nobody feels weird about anything except, where's the penis?
Yeah,
Oh,
where's the
nobody
goddamn
feels weird about
cocks?
anything, but you're still all strategically hiding penis? Okay.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Don't hide.
Don't tell me
Don't
we're equals if you
hide
can't show penis.
the candy. We always want the candy.
I need my Jolly Ranchers and Tootsie Rolls.
Do you know that every time I watch this, I forget about this whole entire sequence because it's so boring.
It is. She looks really pretty here, though.
She does it pretty, and he talked
She
about
looks
it
very
extensively.
angelic.
He talked about her flower and
Oh
how
my
he didn't
goodness.
like the flower, but
I don't think it would
worked.
work without the flower.
He talked about the lighting and the setup of the shots and how he
they're
pulled
cuddling
the
in the
shots
rain?
out. And he didn't talk about the cuddling in the rain.
Oh, well.
I mean, this guy, it was so stupid. I mean, obviously it's fun to make fun of. I'm glad I did it, but at the same time, like I can't imagine.
But,
at the
but
end of it,
also,
at the
this,
end of it,
this
he
movie
thanked
is so
people.
special to you.
Not after hearing that commentary.
Oh, no. You could keep it. She looks like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, they were worried about the color of that dress.
Yeah, because she looks a lot like Tinkerbell.
Because
Gross.
it's gross. She's a pretty girl, right?
Christina Aguilera?
Woman, I guess. Woman.
She's a woman, yes.
Yeah.
Don't you dare belittle her. And
She
treat her
was
as though
very
she's a
thin
child.
for this movie. Very
Is she
thin.
not? This is not like average Christina weight.
No, she's a heftier girl.
Maybe it was from all the dancing.
I don't know, but she
guess
gained
she
a lot of weight
dances
right after
normally.
this too. Like right after this movie,
And you know what, John? She's
she's
allowed.
It doesn't matter. I mean, she did have some strange public appearances after this. I think she was
Like
drunk or
Britney
something.
Strange. Yeah.
Yeah, like she showed up and was like, what the fuck is happening with Christina Aguilera?
Oh.
But
Was it before? Is this before X Tina? You know, like
This is
Christina
after.
with the X.
this is after. Much after. Well, maybe right after? I don't know. I don't know when that happened. What was that? Dirty? Was that
Dirty,
the name of the
yeah.
album? Yeah. I remember. This is the
because
other thing.
they're also trying to break away from Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah. Oh, because she was Kids Incorporated.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Britney Spears was Mickey Mouse
Britney
Club.
was Mickey Mouse Club. She
Yeah.
was Kids Incorporated. Kids Incorporated. K-I-D-S.
I thought you were singing that to the same tune for a moment as her.
Oh,
thing.
no.
Kids Incorporated.
I'm belting it out like Christina Aguilera.
Yeah,
in
I couldn't belt
Burlesque.
it because the mic would not be able to handle
Oh
it.
yeah, no. Well, because you're like Christina Aguilera.
Absolutely.
You've got to have no microphone.
But I only have one mutant lung, which makes it like real weird.
Oh. Well, I have 0 mutant lungs.
Yeah.
I'm more like a Cher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're like, it's in the cheeks.
It's in my little cheeks.
If I can turn back time.
If I could turn back time.
There was no cheeks in that.
Why is it always that song? That poor woman, I swear.
What other song does she have?
God, a
Go
lot
ahead,
of
tell
them.
me. Name one
We
other song.
all sleep alone.
I don't know it.
Well, I love that song.
I can name like 8 Christina Aguilera songs.
You can.
And I also don't listen to the radio. John, for the record, I also don't listen to popular radio. I listen to the 40s station.
Yeah.
All
But
the
you
time.
somehow
or
know
talk
Christina
radio.
Aguilera songs.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I
don't.
also was growing up. I was growing
Wait a minute, I
with
want
her.
you to name 8 Christina Aguilera songs.
All right.
I don't think
Ready?
I could.
I don't
Wait a
think-
minute. Should I try it first? Because I don't know as many.
I'm going to try it first.
Okay, hold
absolutely.
on. Okay, so Christina Aguilera. She's got Genie in a Bottle.
Boom.
That was the
Number
song.
1.
That song for Target. What was that one? Come On Over.
Ooh, Come On Over Baby?
Yeah,
Mandy,
it was a Target
Mandy
song.
Moore?
No, that was Christina Aguilera,
That was
wasn't
Christina
it?
Aguilera, absolutely, yeah. Mandy Moore redid Candy. Keep it going. I'm listening. You named another one, like a moment
I
ago. Yeah.
What was it?
Before this. Dirty.
Oh, was that a song? I
It's
just
a-
knew that was the album. I didn't know that
I'm
was
pretty
the
sure
song.
there was
was a Dirty song?
That was the song on the album. I can't look
Dirty.
anything up.
Oh, here's the fight scene with the Glee girl. How dare you have the slut in my bedroom?
Yeah.
How dare you?
And she's like,
Christina
you don't break
Aguilera.
up with me over the
Beautiful.
phone?
She did a song called Beautiful.
Oh, yes. That was a good one.
There was a song called Beautiful.
That's 4 songs.
That's
John.
4 songs. How many am I doing?
8.
Oh, God. I'm never going to get there. If I could turn back time. No, that's not. Well, wait a minute. What are the songs from this?
Then you're like Moulin Rouge.
She did what are the songs from this movie? Express.
Oh, nailed
Look
it.
at
Look
me.
at you.
I'm counting them down now. I can't think of the other ones. Well, I guess.
She did Moulin Rouge with the
Oh,
ensemble.
but that's not. That's
an ensemble
her
song.
though.
No, but I was
Lady
gonna give you
Marmalade.
that. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll take that one. 5. 3 more.
Yeah, you got this. Here's Stanley Tucci with Mark,
Sexy dude.
Matt.
Sexy dude. I don't know. Honestly, I can't do anymore.
That's fine. You're fine.
That was it. That's all I know of Christina Aguilera. Isn't that sad? I've listened to all of them, literally.
Also,
Couldn't
totally
name them
ignore
all.
the fact that you had just listened to Christina and Britney in chronological order,
Yeah.
and you can't
I
remember.
can't name any of those songs.
Huh.
Well, I feel. Oh! She had a song. There was an album called Bionic, but I don't know if that was one of the songs. But she did have a Nicki Minaj song on there, and that was pretty fun. What was it called though? Whatever. I can't do it.
That's
So
fine.
you name 8.
The ones you just named.
Well, I don't remember what they were.
You named Beautiful,
Genie.
Genie in a Bottle, Dirty, which I'm pretty sure Dirty was the song.
I still don't know.
I remember
about
the
that.
music
I
video.
feel like we shouldn't do that.
All right, fine. Then we also won't do Moulin Rouge, so you have 2 songs.
Okay, so I named 2 songs. No, I named Express.
Ooh,
Because that
and
is
Express.
a Britney song. Oh, wait, no, Christina's
That
song.
is not Britney on the screen. We are not doing riding in cars with boars.
That's not what that movie's called. That was...
Don't tell me those men
That
in
was
that
directed
movie
by Penny
weren't
Marshall.
boorish. Love her.
And that movie was with Drew Barrymore.
Crossroads.
Thank you. That was Zoe Saldana.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in that. I've never seen it.
You've never seen Crossroads?
No, never saw it.
Isn't there like a boy, like doesn't like the girl have
No idea.
cancer?
There's
and
a
like that's a walk to
pregnancy.
remember. That's a joke because it's Mandy Moore.
Oh. There's a pregnancy. Brittany was supposed to be the pregnant girl in that movie. But
She's
they
not?
switched the part because they didn't want her to have that persona in the movie.
Oh, okay. And so
I'm
she just did it in real life.
I'm not that innocent.
That was funny. John, that was funny.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Look at
You
this guy
called back-
ruining this morning after. I'm sorry, what now?
I was like, that was a good callback.
Oh, yeah.
To
That's
like,
fine. You still never named 8
Oh, 'cause
Christina
I
Aguilera
can't.
songs. You can't?
uh-uh.
Okay, fine. Who cares? We've gotten over it. So Stanley eventually is going to take a risk and ask this boy out for some lunch, and it's adorable, and I imagine them falling in love. God, look at his little smile. Oh, it's so cute. I would date Stanley Tucci.
Of course he would. Who wouldn't? He's like a good guy.
Who wouldn't? I mean, his wife would probably have an issue with it, I guess. But
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
well, you know.
A wooden thingy on his desk.
The what?
His nameplate.
Oh, the nameplate, yeah.
Yeah.
She's crying again. She cries a lot in this
She
movie.
loves crying. It's kind of like her go-to move.
Is it really? She's like,
No,
I want
that's
an
just kinda
Oscar,
like a-
damn it.
That's kind of like a...
I can cry if I want to.
cry if I want to. You know what? You would cry too.
If it happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess so.
Yeah? Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone. Oh, do you not know what the song?
I don't know the whole lyrics. That
Oh,
was
'cause I
crazy.
listened to
I didn't even know
40s
there was a
radio.
person named Johnny in it.
And
Apparently-
Judy left the same time. She's singing about her boyfriend who leaves with another girl. Or, it might not be her boyfriend. It might be like a crush she has. Why was he holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine? It's my party.
I had
I'll
no
cry if I
idea.
want to. Yeah.
It's the only part I know. It's the chorus.
Yeah, and she's like, you would cry too if it happened to you. But people are like, maybe you're being a little overdramatic, lady.
Probably.
Yeah.
I know.
But then he comes back to her at the end of the song.
Oh,
So
well, that's
I don't
good.
think she should
On a
trust him
motorcycle?
like with those behaviors. That's a different song by
Oh.
the Chordettes. Is it the Chordettes that do that one?
Chordettes? I don't
Where they talk about their leader of the pack.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what song I'm talking about, John?
Yes, I do. My a girl dedicated that to me when she did it at the talent show in middle school.
The guy died in the middle of the song.
Oh, great. Wow.
He rides his motorcycle. He gets into
Oh
an
yeah,
accident.
and she
leader of
had
the pack,
some
and now
guy.
he's gone.
She had some guy ride his bicycle across the stage. I'm not even kidding. Oh god, it was tacky.
Oh, love it.
Okay, so what
love this
happens
leopard
here?
print.
What happens here is, so she goes to the rich guy's apartment or business or something. I don't know because
That's
there's
his
a woman in
home.
the background. What is that woman doing?
Maybe she's his assistant.
Oh, so she's basically noticing. Wait a minute, this building that he wants to build is where our club is. What the fuck is happening?
Well, he's been trying to buy the club throughout the movie, giving a very generous offer. And he tells Christina that he finds the view very important. Oh, like outside of his home. And how he paid for air rights so that like large buildings couldn't be built like where the strip mall was.
Yeah.
And like it's something that like the best view in LA.
Yes.
Yeah. Something that he is very fond of. And so he's an entrepreneur. And so Christina's looking at his little models of the town because he's got big plans for the city.
Yeah, it does.
You can go now.
Go where? To get a beer?
She,
I was gonna get a beer.
So she's looking at the
Oh,
she's looking
I
at
see.
the town,
So
realizing
she's-
the burlesque club is supposed to be
It's
in this
supposed to be-
spot, but there's
How
a
dare you take that from Tess Trueheart?
yeah, but there's
That's not her
a skyscraper.
Tess Trueheart is
You
from
know what I
Dick
just
Tracy.
noticed? Like Tracy Turnblad.
Oh. Is this a remake of Hairspray?
There's 1,000%.
And look, she sees the thing on the wall, the best view on the Sunset Strip.
Yep.
And then she realized it. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I got a package in the mail for all listeners.
Package in a minute.
Package in the mail. And it's not from one of our listeners.
Oh, don't
Be
speak
fun
so
if it
soon.
was. Oh, God. Can you imagine if I got a stalker? Ooh, hey. You could just knock on the door. I'll answer it.
Yeah,
naked.
no fun in that, John.
I know I'm ruining it for the stalker. It's not fun if you know I'm there.
Yeah, or if you're into it.
Of course I'm into it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now she's like, I gotta talk to you, Miss Cher. And she's like, no, bitch, I have things to do. I've got drinks to make.
I've
She
got
has a
Patron
bottle of,
in my
yeah,
hand.
she's got a bottle in her hand. Like she's about to go get drunk because she can't pay for her shit.
Yeah, and
But
it's
Christina's
real
like, but
expensive.
wait a minute, girl, I've got some news for you. I gotta talk to you. Now, this is all hysterical because I was telling Jason yesterday.
Tell me what you were telling him.
Because I was watching this and he walked in and he was like, you're embarrassing because you're watching this movie with commentary.
There's no subtitles.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
You ruined it for me.
Well, there you go.
That's why I don't know anybody's name.
Oh, who cares? Oh, the first thing that happened was she said talk. I apologize for the subtitles. Well, we made it this far.
We did.
We know what's happening.
Now
anyway.
I'm no longer listening to you and trying to enjoy the film.
Well, great, thanks. No, anyway, so they're about to go across the street because they've shown this several times in the movie. This digital, which is fake, that's all fake. High rise that's on the other side of the street, and they're barging into this guy's office to talk to him about the air rights that for the club.
They're talking to him about the view of his condo.
Yes, because basically
And how they can be
if the
obstructed.
bad guy of the movie constructs his condos, then the view that he's advertising on the sign outside of his digital house will be null and void because there won't be a view. There will be a view of another building.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh shit.
Also,
now,
the bad guy is like an antagonist, sure, but also he's just trying to
get some pussy? Oh, I'm sorry, that was vulgar.
Cat dolls? Pussycat dolls.
Pussycat dolls.
Christina
He's trying to get some
Aguilera.
pussycat dolls.
But he's
Trying to get that
he's
wig
just trying
from
to
Cher.
build buildings.
That's a great wig from Cher. Oh, which, by the way, her kind of comes to a point, which is kind of like a cabaret.
Yes. Oh, dude, that's what I was thinking.
So, okay, I gotta tell you this because it was hysterical and it was
You're gonna
bad
tell-
because
you're gonna tell me.
I
Don't
gotta
tell me. I wanna
tell you. So Jason came into the room and we were talking about because of course the big plot point of this movie is that the airspace. And I told Jason a funny anecdote about how Barbara Streisand purchased the airspace above her property in California because so many paparazzi people were helicoptering over her house and it was annoying as fuck. And she's like, I want to live in peace and have a nice time buying those air rights. So
Yeah.
she bought the air rights above her property so that nobody can fly above her house. Which
That's
is true.
amazing.
That actually happened. So the funniest part about this, I told Jason that story. He leaves the room. They go to that building, and the director of the movie points out the guy that they're talking to right there is James Brolin. That's Barbara Streisand's husband. And I was like, I wonder if she got the idea from this movie.
Like,
James Brolin
"Right,
came
is
home
that
and
a
was
thing?"
like, do you know Barbara?
He's like running lines with her.
She's like, is this true?
Yeah, he's like, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Literally, hold the phone. I can't hold it anymore. It's too heavy. Anyway.
Oh no.
No, but seriously.
Osteoporosis in action.
I honestly, that was hysterical. And I had no idea that was James Brolin.
Yeah.
Until the director pointed it out. I never would have known that. Because I honestly don't even know what James Brolin looks like. To be honest. I don't watch his shows or movies or whatever he does. I don't know. But, and that's a funny thing, is that James Brolin is in this movie, and it was fun for the director because he was in Goonies with James Brolin's son. Can't think of his name.
Josh Brolin?
Thank you. Josh Brolin. So it was a fun
yeah,
little...
he was the guy who, like, went into the cave with them.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Which bully was he?
The cave? And on the adventure.
On the
They
adventure.
weren't just in a
not
well.
just a cave.
Yeah.
They did a lot of shit in that movie. Yeah, why does it happen? Do you know
What?
what I mean? Why can't we have discovered a fun map and a cave of booby traps?
When I was a kid...
Did you do that? I got so excited. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I believed that I had done that. My dad had set up, like a pirate sort of adventure for my brother Christian's birthday. And so we were walking along the beach and we were like supposed to like stand in line and like look for whatever, and we found like a map with a bottle with a map in it, and like, you know, like it was Blackbeard's treasure or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's super cute that my
fun.
dad and stepmother did that. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like, you know, looking back, that was kind of cool. I believed that for far too long.
Well, that's fun. It's
Yeah,
cute.
it was like a little scavenger hunt.
So they won.
Oh, they purchased the air rights.
Yes.
Or they got somebody else to purchase the air
James Brolin
rights.
purchased the air rights, which gave them the money
Mm-hmm.
to pay for the club.
Yes.
So now they don't have to worry about money ever again. Because that air rights were probably really expensive.
Yes.
Well, Cher probably made them really expensive. She's like, they're going to be about $1 million.
Yeah, at least like 800,000. Because I gotta like buy somebody out too.
I gotta buy out this club and make sure I can eat. And yeah, so Kristen Bell and her have a little cute moment without dialogue.
You know what I don't like? I wish they did a song together.
Never gonna happen.
Never.
Never. No. Not in the history of our world.
No. No. But I thought that would be a great tie-in. Or her doing a song with, what's her face?
Cher.
Tess. Yeah. Cher.
Yeah, seriously. Isn't that weird? That is kind of weird.
It's just like Christina.
Like,
Ex-Tina everywhere.
because I feel like Cher should have come out for the last number. At least.
Cher did the one song. Well, she did the song in the beginning where we are
Welcome
introduced
to
to her
Burlesque,
character. Yeah. And then she did the other song, which is like, why did she need to rehearse it if it's never going to come up again?
Well, it probably did, but not in the version of what we saw.
And that is bothersome.
Well,
Maybe
we got
they
to see it
should have
anyway.
cut it.
Shut the fuck up. That song is brilliant and has won awards. It really is a good song, for the record.
I don't like him.
That's another thing. Yeah, I don't like this either. This was filmed months afterwards, and after the test audience was like, where's the guy? Because they should get back together. Because originally they did not get together.
Good.
Because
I
he was
don't
a
want
jerk.
them together. Yeah. Get out of his home.
But
you can
the
afford it.
stupid girly
Sell
test
your
audience,
batons.
not the gay audience.
No.
Gays did not flock to see this test run, I guess.
Or maybe they did, and that's why they wanted more of him.
Actually, maybe that's true, because he is kind of attractive. He has
Yeah.
different hair, too. I just noticed that.
Well,
This does look like it's shot way afterwards.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Look at that. Look at that mustache. It's like coming
Oh,
down
yeah,
a
he's
little
got
bit
like
over
a
his
little,
lip. Yeah.
5 o'clock something or other.
Mm-hmm.
His hair's a little different.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is
well.
an insert shot. Good thing the director pointed out so many.
Oh, I know. Thank goodness for that. I don't know what I would have
Otherwise,
done with
we'd
my
be
life.
like, what's happening? Continuity errors.
Continuity's weird. So, yeah,
Mhm.
so they got together, whatever, who gives a fuck. But, they're about to do a big-ass number.
Oh,
For the-
yeah. He's
the
like,
big-
I finished my song. This is, alright, so this is the one I didn't like. It's not that I didn't like the song, John. It's that I didn't like that she was like, and he's like, oh, I finished my song. And she was like, oh, can I
Excuse
hear
me.
it? And he's like, you can sing it, Chris. And then she's suddenly on stage with the whole chorus of people
Mm-hmm.
singing and dancing perfectly to the song.
Well, clearly time has elapsed in between.
Has time lapsed in between?
Yes, time lapsed
I
in
thought it was
between.
immediately
We had
after.
rehearsals.
Look at the rat. Look
We
at
had
let's look
time
at the
to
outfits. Oh, show me how you burlesque. Is that the name of the song? Hold up.
I think it is.
Hold up. Hold up.
They show close up, yeah.
Show me how. Yeah.
And the burlesque is exactly as it is on the stage. Now, I do want to talk about the letters. Because he brought up the letters. And I thought it was kind of fascinating.
Like Cabaret in Chicago.
Well, that too. But these letters were massive. They were
Yeah.
8 feet tall. And when the lights were on, you could not touch those things because they were so fucking hot.
Oof.
So that's why if you see
that's why all the girls are jumping off the letters.
But see how the girls are like holding on to something, but it's not quite?
Yeah.
It's because it's behind it.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't actually touch those things. Of course, they are right there. Well, maybe they could do, I don't know.
Maybe,
Whatever it was,
maybe they had
couldn't-
to let them cool down. All right, so you know, like a movie projector for like a cinema.
yeah.
You know how they have to
like if they
warm
just
up?
turned it on.
Yeah,
But
like
if they
you-
sat next to it after it's been there for a while.
Yeah, you've got
they could
like
do it.
10 minutes for it to prime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they shot like Christina on top of the E for the first like 10 minutes. They were like,
Yeah,
all right, let's
yeah,
go,
like,
let's go,
get
let's
off
go,
that
let's
thing,
go,
get
let's
off,
go,
get
let's go.
off.
And she's like,
He's like, oh, my my titties! Maybe that's why her breasts are different sizes.
oh no,
Some
they
of them
burned off.
off.
Now these dresses are very reminiscent of the pearl dress, but not as good.
Yeah. Well, these dresses also were a problem because they kept falling apart.
Oh, they look like they would fall
Yeah.
apart. But to be fair, their dance moves are far more aggressive than the pearl dance.
Oh, well, yeah, because
Look
this
at
is the
look at
final
those
number.
hard hits, yeah.
The final number
Everyone's
has to
in
be
it
like
except for Cher.
big. Cher ain't dancing for this. Cher's like, I'm out of this one. I ain't getting near those big ass fucking.
That girl looks like
Burn-ass
Jessica
boxes.
Alba, dude. It's been
I
killing
forgot
me.
to tell you the funny thing though.
What?
So the guy that Stanley Tucci had a sex with, the hot dude,
Yes.
he was so tall that when Christina Aguilera had to stand next to him, they actually put her on top of a big box because she's so short that it looked ridiculous for her to stand next to him.
Like they did
so-
with Hugh Jackman in the X-Men movies.
Probably, maybe. I don't know if they did that.
In the first X-Men.
That's
Because-
also like in Star Booty with RuPaul. They have a very funny moment at the end of that movie where they're having a little kiss scene and they back the camera up and they just didn't remove the crate that was underneath the short guy.
So funny.
It's hysterical. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah. In the X-Men comics, Wolverine is like 5'1", maybe 5'3".
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah, Wolverine's shorter than me. And
That's shorter than me.
Well, I'm also shorter than you, so
Oh.
I'm emphasizing even shorter, John. You
Sorry.
don't have to turn it back to you.
Yes, it has to be for me.
And so
This is really loud. I'm sorry.
it's over now. Like, don't even
Oh,
worry.
the Wilhelm scream happened. We missed it.
Was it right then? When
Yeah,
they were like,
it was like right at the
"Woo!"
very, very end of
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
very
nice.
end of the last number.
Well,
Last
yeah.
few seconds.
So in the first movie, the first X-Men movie was with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to make door frames smaller and put everyone else on like platform
That
shoes.
sounds complicated.
Yeah, no, they gave it up. I don't know if you can tell with like the Logan movies and everything else.
I mean, I really didn't
Hugh
care
Jackman
about
is just
how
Hugh
tall he
Jackman
was.
height, and it didn't really like provide like anything extra for the first movie. Nobody like seemed to care that
I would
that
say
he was
the only
historic.
time that
like
kind of
he was
thing
accurate.
matters is something like Hagrid, where he had to be a gigantic dude.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
other
they
than
were
that, I
trying
really
to-
don't think it matters for fucking Wolverine to be.
Well, now
Who
that
gives a
because
shit?
you know who Wolverine is, but like his character in the comics is small.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on.
Don't come on me. I'm a comic book nerd.
I mean, that sounded really dirty, but don't you come on me!
I will not allow it.
How dare you!
Um.
I'm so excited about my package.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Not my penis, guys.
But yeah, no, that was something that they tried to emphasize and tried to make important in the beginning of the series, and then they just gave up.
They gave up.
Yeah, because now
Well, that was
Wolverine
like
is
Halle
Hugh
Berry's
Jackman, and Hugh
accent.
Jackman is not Wolverine. So funny, yeah. Oh, it's Death Becomes Her.
Death Becomes Her on Blu-ray.
Perfect.
You don't know how excited I am for this.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, we are.
All right. So, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, I still like this movie.
Mm-hmm. You're allowed to,
It's a reversible cover.
Johnny.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
We're ending the show.
So, we're ending the show.
Yeah.
John got distracted by his package yet again. 'Cause that's all he ever does. That was
it's nonsense.
double entendre.
Yeah, I know.
I
He's
think.
also talking about
His penis. So,
oh,
because I do. I'm
did
sorry.
not know that.
That was like, okay, I would like to, a funny little antidote real quick.
Give it to me.
Is that my teacher in college talked about how, you know, she didn't want to have anybody with their phones out. She's like, and if I see you guys staring at your crotch, I know you're not looking at your crotch, you're looking at your phones. And I was like, no, I'm probably looking at my dick.
Did you raise your hand and tell her that?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course I did. I was like,
Yeah.
I might actually be looking at my penis.
I am very fascinated by my groin.
That was just
How
like,
old
there
were
was, what, I mean, 30 something? I don't know, it was recently.
Excuse me, teacher? Teacher? I don't have a cell phone, but I do like to look at my crotch.
I don't care for my phone, but I care for my crotch.
And she's like, all right,
She's
weirdo.
like, "You're weird."
Then I won't confiscate your phone.
I'm not confiscating whatever you're looking at. No, but they, I don't know what I was going to say.
Excellent. Please remember to
Oh, yeah.
rate, subscribe, and review. Email any requests or anything of that nature. Enter our contest at onefootpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Follow us on the Twitters, on the Instas, and on the FBs. And
Facebooks, yeah.
until... and next week we will be watching Adventures in Babysitting.
What?
Starring
I'm so
Elizabeth
excited.
Shue and that girl who likes Thor.
And the guy who plays Thor.
Oh!
Hell yeah! Fun little fact. Wait, you know what? We'll save that for the commentary.
All right. Until then, bye-bye!
I'm Cher.